Hello all, we are here for the lesson number 34 of this VariCAD training. This lesson is called Filleting, Chamfering, Exploding and Deleting Solids. In fact, this lesson revisits a little of what we've been seeing in the past lessons, on the previous lessons, and having this purpose in our mind, we will call one of the files, in this case sample1, that VariCAD installed on the basic and standard installation. So we don't want to see this 2D, so we are going to the 3D side. So the topics we want to see in this lesson are regarding these commands: filleting, chamfering for now. So first, filleting, we already see what this does. This does a blending on the edges, and basically where we have three options. The first called select continuous edge, and I'm going to show you what can we do with this. So when we click, or in this case I did not click, but when we pass over an edge, this function gets a continue edge with all the tangentially edges connected to the place where we are. So you see this case is, if you see the round circle, because this is not a tangent, so it does not detect it, but in this case here it is. So I'm clicking this. If I do the OK, then I can get the radius. I have a couple of settings here, like the color, create rounded corner if it is possible in a little more complex cases. I have some possibilities also about solving it automatically or manual selecting, in this case cut if connection is tangent, or if angle it is small. So I have a couple of options here. Basically and by standard I will try always automatically and this option here. Okay, if in some when you have some problems, if the program cannot solve it, try the others. Okay, so I will leave this as it is. Okay, and then okay here, and it is done. So you see, it's quite easy. It has some complex, a little more complex areas, but no problem. Okay, second option is the single edge, where you have to select edge by edge. Okay, for sure you have also the possibility to deselect one of the edges if you want. So I can for example take this out. It's not working, but we can try again. So fillet, single edge now. This one I don't want, but I want this. Okay, whatever I want. So okay, let's try to do. Probably it will get error, right, because of this area and because the fillet was a little big for this place. But anyway, it solved this area here with some issues on the holes, but made a solution. So we have for last one option, which is the complete patch outline. So I can click one patch or one surface if it is easier for you to understand. In this case wrong, because I have a couple of strange holes and not possible to make this, but I can try, for example, to be a little more this place it will not work. So let us try to do here, for example, patch. Probably here I have also a problem, but let us try to see if it if it will work. No, still not. Let me take this out, try again, patch, and let's put a small, okay, 1 millimeter. Okay, it was done. And basically in one single command I can fillet all the edges of one patch or surface, or how you want to call it. Okay, undo on this, and the other command is the chamfer, or inside the common boolean operations chamfer. It's the same, the exact same option, so we will not see them again. So, and for the chamfer, basically I have a couple of more options, and the first option is both sides of the chamfer. Usually we supply the same value, but we can have different values on this. Okay, we have also this color and solve it automatically or manual with the option here, but I will leave it. Let's try to do, in this case it was a problem because the chamfer has some corners and so on, so probably has some issues. We will try to give a smaller value in this case. Okay, and now it will do. So let us see a little more close, and basically this is the chamfer. So I think it's quite easy, but it is important for any user to understand that this is not a magical solution. So you have to see each case and the values you are giving, because there are cases that the program will not be able to solve. So you must pay attention to each particular case. Besides this, we have the command which is explode boolean tree. We also see this before, and this is something that it will decompose the solid in a single element. So you must be careful with this. This is a nice command, but please pay attention that once done, cannot be, it's not reversible, so you can only reverse it. So basically, if I want to click on this, it will warn me about these issues, yes, and then you can see that I've exploded everything. So this is the basic, these are the basic solids that give the shape to this part. So the undo will come back, but be careful with this. Okay, besides this command, we have still to see the option of the delete solids, and the delete solids is quite interesting command, because you know that we've seen already this selection bar, and I think it is important to see and to talk a little about these options here regarding complete solid. Okay, you see that everything is selected. The single element, in this case single element, you see that I could delete this, for example. A branch, and the branch, for example, is all this area, okay, like this. So it is very interesting, the possibilities to deal with this, and this has to do basically with the way that the part is done. So you must have some experience also that allow you to see the best way to build a 3D model, and to have also an idea that if it is something that in the future, if you want to make an addition, that you can edit it partially. So you have to have this in your mind. The better idea I can give you on this is to have experience to build parts, so that you can start and test and to see what is good, what is bad, because there are some things that cannot be teach to another guy. It's just practicing. So basically this is what we can do. So another option here, another branch, if it is a single element, in this case, okay, I can give only the holes, and in this case also this. But basically these are the options. Last, we saw this also on the previous lesson. It was something called Boolean tree editing, where we could edit a tree. We've seen an example, but we see a little about the copy or remove branches. So this is solid with already a long tree. Okay, I could select something here, for example here, or detecting space here, for example, it's the same, and I could move it out or copy out. So move it out, perform, and take it out, for example, for another solid or something. Okay, it is also a very cool function and very interesting. So basically in this lesson it was quite easy. It was a quick review of what we've seen previously. So with this lesson is finished, and I hope to see you on the next one.